Well, welcome everyone to our 10th instalment of Mo Star Mind, our quiz which is run in conjunction with the Montrose Community Trust. And next up to face the quiz master is the one, the only Mr. Lewis Milne.
How you doing, Ross?
How's things, Lewis? How are you getting on, pal?
No, getting on well. Everyone's healthy in the family and stuff, which is the most important thing. Bored is an understatement, but you've got to do what you got to do in these times. So, no, all good.
Yeah, I mean, look, but boredom is something that a lot of people are having a lot of difficulty dealing with at the moment. I mean, what is it that you're managing to do to fill your time?
Thankfully, I've got a PS4. That takes up a lot of it. But no, there isn't much you can do. As I say, PS4, obviously you can get on with the boys on that, so that keeps you in contact with them. I've actually been on Zoom calls with the boys on some Friday nights. That's been quite funny. And then obviously ticking over is important, so I've been managing to go on out runs and stuff like that, just to keep myself busy and ticking over, really.
Yeah, I think it's really important to try and keep some sort of routine to your day if you possibly can. And if it means being on a game console, well, so be it, eh?
No, definitely. I watched Webby's just before I came on, and he was saying he's still on his routine. He's still working 9 till 5, and I think that's the first time I've ever been jealous of someone talking about work. But no, definitely. It's just trying to keep yourself busy. And obviously Netflix is there, PS4 is there, and obviously some of the guys in the team have got kids and stuff that will be driving them crazy. But I'll probably be keeping them fit more than anything.
I'll tell you, I'll recommend something I watched on Netflix, which was The English Game. I don't know if you've heard about that, but it was pretty good. It was about the start of the FA Cup.
I've seen it advertised, and I think Liam watched it. Liam told me to give it a watch, so I looked at the start of it, and I was like, I like this. Is it 18s, 19s, or something like that? 1890 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is going to be in black and white. I can't do this. But nah, he says it was really good, so I might give it a bash, and I'll run out of stuff to watch.
I would definitely recommend it. The one thing I'm going to mention is this may be an issue. Your hair's disappearing off the screen, so is it getting higher and higher and higher and higher and higher?
I think I'm missing my barber more than my girlfriend. But nah, the hair's ridiculous just now.
I mean, is there anything?
Liam's actually doing a barbering course, and I can't even go see him to get it done.
I was going to ask if there was anybody in the house that could do it for you, but obviously not.
No, I think I'm just going to have to let it grow.
Do you know what? You will not be alone, that is for sure. There'll be plenty of other folk out there. Is there, do you know, apart from football, is there anything else that you're really missing at the moment?
Football mainly. Obviously, missing the lads at football. Obviously, missing my mates outside of football as well. Just the simple things in life, really. When you go out, grab a coffee with your mates, it's not as simple as that. So, no, definitely missing these things.
I think if we take anything out of this, it might hopefully be that people appreciate, just how these simple wee things do actually make a big difference to your life. And maybe there are things that you should maybe put a little bit more importance into when we finally get out of this.
Yeah, in times like this, you realise that you take other stuff for granted. As well as a lot of time, families are busy and stuff like that, so they don't spend much time together. I think it's good in that sense that everyone is getting to spend time with their families and stuff like that. But nah, you do take a lot of things for granted.
Yeah, we certainly have done anyway, that's for sure. Look, thanks for volunteering to do this tonight. As I mentioned at the start, we're doing this in conjunction with the Community Trust. And so I'm just going to take a moment to mention one of the things that they are doing currently. Before, the outbreak started, they used to have a walk and a talk or a couple of those in a week that they used to do, where it was tackling two things. It was tackling, a lack of exercise, and it was dealing with folk who are obviously self-isolating. They were finding it difficult to get involved with things in the community. So every week there was a chance to go for a walk, but more importantly, I think at the end was have a cup of tea, cup of coffee, chin wag, meet new folk, make new friends, really.
Yeah.
But obviously, since we've been in the lockdown, it's been very difficult for anything like this to take place. So what they've done at the club is, and in particular, I think Jem is the one to highlight here for her work. She's been trying to get the people who were part of the walk and talk onto Zoom.
Yep.
So I think there's been some quite entertaining things just getting them on Zoom, never mind actually the conversations taking place themselves. But I think a few of them have managed to do that. And really what the club want to highlight is that if there's anybody out there has the technology but doesn't have the know-how how to get Zoom onto their laptop or their tablets, whatever, or phone, then all they need to do is contact the community trust, and Gemma will organise or find a way of getting Zoom onto your product, and then you can start to join in and interact with the other folk who are already part of the walk and talk group. And I think more importantly, it may be an opportunity for these people to then maybe talk to other friends and to other members of their family if they're able to utilise the Zoom app. So that's one of the things, and just one of the many things that the club, the community trust, should I say, are doing at this precise moment of time. I mean, you've seen the guys at the trust, you know these guys. I mean, it's a tremendous bit of work they're doing for us at the moment.
No, it's a brilliant job. I've obviously been following the other boys' questionnaires as well, and obviously you've been talking about all the things the trust are doing, and I think it's brilliant. I think I think it was Webby that you most recently done, was talking about obviously suicide and stuff like that, and obviously a couple of boys in the team have lost a friend and seen that closer than more than anyone really. So no, it's really important to interact with people, so you don't go insane really. And it's good because it can kind of give you that feel of a match day on a Saturday again. You're meeting new people, talking to people, obviously talking about the game. Even if you're on Zoom, you can talk about old games and stuff like that. So you can even do quizzes. I've seen people doing that on Instagram, taking photos. So no, it's a brilliant app to have to interact with people and keep yourself amused, and you'd be surprised how the time flies when you're on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've done quite a few of them myself, and they have been great way of keeping in touch with everyone, and a great thing that, again, the trust are prepared to try and help folk out in the community to get that. So here we go though, Lewis. Right.
My phone's gone mad here. I told the boys I'm coming on, they're saying not confident, not confident.
Bottom of the pile at the moment is Aaron Lennox. He has got one solitary point.
Oh, jeez.
Now, we go from the ridiculous to the sublime. One goalkeeper on one. The other goalkeeper, Flames, is on 11 points.
No, he's not.
11 points.
Not
now,
having
I'm honest. I'm telling you, he may have guessed at half of them, but he guessed them correct. So that is not a lie, pal. You have got 11 points to beat if you want to win.
I'd be happy if you won Curry free.
He seems to be quite a popular target. You know, if you get better than Paul, then that seems to be what people are quite happy with at the moment.
Yeah, I was hoping Liam and CJ actually went before me, but one boy that's getting away with murder here is Blair Lyons. He could really, really struggle.
Oh, so you're looking another one in the mix.
Honestly.
Right, okay. Well, we're going to try and get these guys up nearer the end, I think. Keep that suspense going.
Yeah.
Right, I'll give you the lowdown on the rules. They're pretty straightforward. You've got 90 seconds to try and answer as many sports-related questions as you possibly can. If you give me a wrong answer, I'll give you the right answer before I move on. If you want to pass, that's fine. I'll give you the correct answer at the end. And if the bell rings while I'm asking the question, then I'll finish the question and you'll get a chance to answer it.
Perfect.
Okay, good to go, buddy?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, Lewis. So, your 90 seconds start now. Jade Jones won Britain's first ever gold medal in which event at the London 2012 Olympics?
High jump.
It was Taekwondo. In rugby union, which team are known as the Pumas?
Pass.
Who was the first and indeed only black player to have won the Wimbledon men's single title?
Pass.
At the London Olympics, what upset the North Korean football team before their match with Colombia?
Pass.
In 2015, which British boxer caused an upset when he beat Vladimir Klitschko to become heavyweight champion?
Tyson Fury.
Is correct. What was the name of Man City's stadium before they moved to the Etihad?
Oh, pass.
Which snooker player lost all of the 6 World Champion finals he played in?
Pass.
Who are the IOC?
Something cricket.
No, it's the International Olympic Committee. What was the name of the Thistle man who was mascot of the Glasgow? I've started, so I'll finish. What was the name of the Thistle man who was the mascot of the Glasgow 2014 Commonwealth Games?
William Carroll.
Glasgow themed. It was Clyde from the River Clyde. Clyde was the guy.
I would never have got that.
Right, okay, so let's go through them. The Taekwondo you didn't get. The rugby team, the Pumas are Argentina.
I was maybe going to guess France, but that would be wrong anyway.
No, you wouldn't have got it anyway. The first and indeed only black player to win Wimbledon is Arthur Ashe. The football game, the thing that upset the North Koreans.
Was it the Vivissulas, or what were they called?
No, it was, they put up the South Korean flag on the screen rather than putting up the North Korean flag. I think it was at Hampden Park.
Oh, I never even knew that.
We didn't have anything to do. We weren't in control of that. Tyson Fury, you got.
Yeah.
You're going to kick yourself with the Etihad one, I think. Main Road.
What is it?
Main Road.
Oh, wow.
The snooker player that lost all 6 of his World Championship finals was Jimmy White. And as I say, we've already heard about Clyde there in the International Olympic Committee. So, Lewis, you got 1 correct for Tyson Fury.
It's better than nothing, eh?
This is what I said to Aaron. You know, it's not like you've got a granny here. You've at least got 1 point. You're off that bottom level.
I'm off it,
Is there anyone you're kicking yourself with now?
Everyone's above me, so.
You didn't even get close to Paul.
No.
Good. Well, look,
I'm obviously in that bracket.
Look, the most important thing of all is the fact that you were prepared to volunteer tonight to do this for the Community Trust, and it's much appreciated by us all. So please, look, take care of yourself, look after yourself, stay fit, stay healthy, and look after yourself and the rest of your family as well.
You too, Ross. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, buddy. Take care of yourself.
Cheers. Thank you.